Are your railway staff working for you? Are they just hanging around, stuck in one place? Or are they completely legless? When they leave gluey marks? Might have a solution for you. Fred here is free to move around. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Massive thank you to Tony Northeastern for promoting the channel on his, and to all new subscribers and people that have viewed the last videos. I'm really just trying to help, just come up with ideas for modelling, as well as obviously I'm manufacturing or trying to build tyne docks, iron ore loading stage. There'll be an update coming on that shortly. But in the meantime, I just had an idea with personnel, people, could be oil cans, drums, just an idea with these neodymium magnets. Now, it's not easy to say, so I might have to practice a bit more. These I purchased and arrived today off Amazon. I have had them off eBay in the past, company in eBay that hasn't got any in stock at the moment. These are 100 N42 magnets, so you can get them in different strengths. Don't think these are quite as strong as the last lot I had, but there is a warning label, so they're designed for adults. There's a risk to health if you ingest them, etc. like that. So highly recommended for over 16s. I think in some countries it might be over 18s, not sure. Please read the warning labels if you work with these. They are designed not as a toy. If I just get these out to show you. There's 98 I think in left. A pack of 100. I'm not sure how they will show up on my phone camera. So these are 1 by 1 mil. What I've done here is I've looked at two ways of, there's obviously several ways of doing this, of using the magnets to hold the people in place. It works best with a magnet in the foot and a magnet in the platform, deck, or your model. I've also tried it here with a tack. So these are ordinary Hornby type, maybe Peco Track pins. I didn't label the bottle, big mistake, so I can't remember what they are. They also work with that. The advantage of having it with a tack is obviously it's cheaper, so you can use 100 people potentially, and you haven't got to worry about the polarity being the wrong way around when you put them in the feet of your model. If I just quickly show you how I've done Fred, then this may be an idea or help out to yourselves. So here is one magnet in. I've had to put a narrow because they're that small, I struggle seeing them. So I've got a magnifying glass here that I'm working under. Now, to get the polarity around the right way, I've popped one magnet onto there, so that when I come to put the model on it, I get them all the same way round. Otherwise, you'll have different opposing polarized magnets, and you'll get some staff not wanting to work in certain areas because they'll just pop off. Let me just put these back in the bag. It's probably going to be one of the most fiddly things I've done. It's only my third video to camera, so I've still got my YouTube power plates on. Right, so if we take Fred's mate here, this is just a general Bachmann figure, and I'm just looking to see which boot is the flattest. I mean, you can obviously, if you've got an incline, you might want to use the one that's slightly canted back. Here I'm working on the flat, so I'm just going to choose that one, I think. I've got a 1mm drill bit in a little pin vise. You can actually buy these, or they were available from a well-known DIY stockist. And I will just attempt to do this on camera. You may want to put in a smaller bit first, because there isn't much foot here. So you might want to pre-drill, say, a 1/2 mil or 3/4 mil drill bit if you've got a selection of drills. Just concentrating, that's why I've stopped talking. Not quite far enough. Right. So this is Fred's mate's foot. You should see the drilled hole. I've just checked to make sure it's a reasonable depth for the magnet to go in. Can protrude out the bottom a little bit, but let's try and give you a close-up shot. Quite difficult to capture on camera of the hole. And I've got the magnet on top of the other magnet that's sitting there. I've got a bit of black tape here. It allows me to remove it and put a fresh bit down. As you can see, there's got super glue on it. It just shows up a bit better. I did start applying to wood and stuff like that, and it builds up as a mess. If you've got tape, I'll just show you. You can just peel the tape off, obviously once the super glue's set, and you can start by putting another fresh bit on. Just be careful, obviously you don't get it everywhere. It's super glue. So this is, I'm going to use the high viscosity super glue. I get this in the UK from Toolstation. Put a bit on there, apply it to the tape. Then I'm going to apply it into the boot using a cocktail stick. This saves getting loads of super glue everywhere. You don't need a lot, just a small amount on the stick. And then I'm just going to rotate it around a little bit. With the tissue, I'm just going to wipe off any excess. And then I'm going to offer the magnet up into the foot. Like that. So one magnet is protruding out a little bit at the bottom of the boot, but that will work. The magnet's not quite square in the wood, but as you can see, he's not going anywhere. In terms of the tack, what I do is I take a standard tack at the end of the pliers. I've just started already filing this one. Just move these out the way a little bit. File into the tray, and I should take off any roundness to the tack to make sure it's nice and flat. And then the tack can be driven into the wood or whatever. There we go. So hopefully that's of interest. If you want to, I don't know, some people do this, you can just super glue tacks to the bottom of your people, and then leave holes dotted around. Obviously then you've got a small hole. The advantage of burying the tack in there, you can paint a bit of brown paint on it to make it look like a rusty small cover or something within the platform or wherever you got your people. When it comes to the magnets, they are a little bit smaller than the head of the tack, and I'm not sure whether you can actually see that or not. You might want to paint them bright red on your layout so you know where they are, but just an idea, maybe of interest, may suit certain applications, and that's it really. You can hang around now for a bit longer. Many thanks. Bye for now.